Okay, well, I've got two more left, and that's because I've got this other cabinet door here that I'm going to do at a later time. I'm going to have to pull the stove out. This is a brand new stove. It's a different type of stove, front and everything. Momi really liked this one. I've got it pulled away from the wall right now, though. There's about an inch clearance there. Once I push that all the way back, this door is still not going to open, so I'm going to end up having to pull this all the way out so I can open this door. Then I can undo the screws over there on that side. And I'll make a whole video of that. I'm not going to pull it out now, and I'll show you how to do it in such a way to where you're not going to scratch up your floor. Last thing you want to do, and see, I still have cardboard, that cardboard stuff under here from before they installed that. After they installed the new floor, before I took out the old countertops, I put this thicker stuff. It's way thicker. You can get that in rolls. It's kind of comes in a roll like craft paper, but it's a lot thicker. I put that all on this floor, all the way to the front door, all the way through here, over here on this side, put plastic up. I did all that to protect the new flooring before I ripped out the old countertops. Okay, and it was a good thing I did that because it protected this floor. Now I pulled all this stuff up, but now I have to pull this out. I don't want to, you know, those legs are plastic, but I don't want to just pull that out and drag it, because you'll see, you'd be surprised what plastic legs will do. You can gouge up your new flooring, your linoleum, your tile, your laminate flooring. This just happens to be planking, vinyl planking. I don't want to make a scratch in here. I'll show you how to do all that later. Okay, but what I wanted to tell you is I got everything done. Now I told you that when I installed these, it makes the gap just a hair closer. And generally on your uppers, if you have a stile here and if you have a gap, see, initially the gap was about that big. These two I didn't put hinges on. I'll explain that in a minute. But I had a slightly bigger gap than what I have now. But this is fine because that stile is in there. But see, this particular cabinet doors does not have a stile, does it? It's a pre-finished cabinet from before, and because it was only 24 inches or 30 inches wide as opposed to 3 feet wide or whatever it is, they decided not to put a stile. Had they put a stile, then it would have been more difficult to try to get everything in and out of that cabinet. This is a better use of cabinet because there's no vertical stile face frame on there. But if you got a wide enough cabinet, let's see how wide this cabinet is. You have a wide enough cabinet, then they put that stile in there. See, that's a 36 inch. This other cabinet over here is 22, and the one to the left is a 2 foot wide cabinet. This is a 3 foot wide cabinet. That's why that one to the left did not have a stile. What difference does it make on that, Joe? Well, here's the difference. Here's what I'm going to tell you. It's because they didn't have a stile there. These doors had very little gap before I changed the hinges. Now, look what's happening. The doors aren't closing all the way, are they? Look at that. See there? They're almost closing. And they were a little bit worse than this before. But remember how I showed you on this cabinet how to slide that all the way over like I did? Okay? By turning that screw, I did the same thing over here. I turned this screw all the way to the right, moved this cabinet door all the way to the right as far as possible. Took that one, moved that one all the way that way, because this used to hang over even further. Okay, so I got to figure out what to do with that, don't I? You know, I'm not going to shave off the edge of a pre-finished cabinet door. Phooey on that. And so what do you suppose I'm going to have to do? Well, on one of these cabinets, hinges, I'm going to have to score, and lightly chisel out the edge and countersink this in. That way, maybe 1/8 of an inch at the bottom and the same thing at the top. But before I do that, I want to check things out. Okay? And I want to check on gaps, you know, before I figure out, do I want to move this one closer this way to lessen this gap so it kind of matches closer to these other gaps. Let's see, this one's a little bit bigger. And before I decide on what to do, you see here, this has a style. And so what I'm going to do is, there's only so far I want to spread this gap, and I want to try to make this gap a little bit bigger if I can. Now I'm looking at this cabinet and the edge of the cabinet. Okay, I see. I've got a little bit of room here. See, about 3/8 of an inch. And I look up here and I got about 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so that's good. And so then I'm gonna look over on this edge because I've already moved this door over all the way. And I'm gonna look at that and make a determination. This right here, that looks like about 3/8 of an inch, doesn't it? That looks pretty good, actually. See right there? That gap is about the same all the way up, like there, see? And so I've got to decide, make some decisions to see if I can make this gap bigger. And I can make that gap bigger if I tighten this and take this door and shove it over to the left all the way, right? I don't want to shove this one over to the right anymore because then my gap's going to get tighter here and over here. But if I wanted to, I could. Probably nobody's ever going to see that gap over there. Let's just sit here and kind of do this on the fly. Okay. I'm gonna take this and tighten that one screw. And there's, like I say, there's only so far I can go on the bottom as well as the top. Okay, I move that over as far as it's going to go to the left. And this is just something you want to do to make your cabinets look as nice as you can. Okay, let's push that over to the left a little bit. Now I got a bigger gap in there, don't I? Okay, and it's nice and even all the way up, and I'm liking that. And then I want to look at the bottoms, and then I can still raise these doors up or down by loosening up that big screw, the screw that I installed to tighten up the hinge to the frame. So I can loosen those up, and then I can lift this up just ever so little to make that tight. Or before I do that, I can look at all the bottoms and get a happy medium on, do I need to raise this door up or do I need to lower this door down? Okay, so I'm still on those stages of what I have to do, because see here, I hardly have any room here, right? I got, maybe 3/16 to 1/8. I've probably got 3/16 there. But then I look at the next door, and I'm about the same, but it goes up a little bit higher there. This door here, see, I'm almost a 1/16. So I know this door's got to be raised up. Okay, this one maybe I might need to lower, but then see the gap here. This line is about the same as that, right? And so I got about 3/16 there, but then it goes up to about 1/4 to 5/16. So what do I do with that? How do I keep that the same? Well, remember the side screws? over these side screws. Maybe I just move the top one and get the top of the door, move it over to the left, okay? And maybe leave this door alone. Let's go ahead and do that right now, shall we? And let's just see what's gonna happen here and see if I can't get that line straighter at the bottom. And I'm pretty sure I can. Pretty sure I can. Just get up here and try it. Well, let's get this one. See, I moved that over to the left already. And I'm going to look at the bottom here. And it looks about right, but I can also take this bottom and put this to the right a little bit further. Can I? Okay, like that. And you see, I did the bottom over to the right. I did the top over to the left. Okay, now we're going to look at it. And that bottom one got just a hair more of an adjustment I could do. But now let's look at it. Okay, I got about the same there. But see, this one's lowered down a little bit, hasn't it? Just barely. But I need to move that one over a little bit. My battery's running out, so I got to do this quick. Okay, so this bottom, I'm going to go over to the right as far as I can. And I went at the top over to the left as far as I can. Okay, and that's all I can adjust. And I've made this line a little bit better now. Okay, if anything, I could now that I've adjusted that, I could now raise this door up ever so little to line that up. So there's all kinds of adjustments you can do. Okay, so once I figure all this stuff out over here, then I can make a determination which hinge over here, which hinges am I going to inset into the wood. Is it going to be the left side, or is it going to be the right side? Or is it going to be the right side and the left side? Do you see what I mean? And I'll make that decision after I get all of this other stuff complete. I've got a few more things to show you, so stick around. I'll replace my battery and get right back to you.